Hi future aspirants officers, welcome to EduTap and welcome to the CT 360 series session in which we cover the most important GA and ESI current affairs from the exam point of view. And in this session I will be covering the important current affairs from the date of 12th and 13th of January 2023, and my all future officers, a warm welcome to you in the today's session on EduTap, and I want all of you to give me a thumbs up if I'm audible and visible to you so that we can begin this particular session. So guys, all of you are requested to give me a thumbs up in the chat box so that we can begin this particular session. Let me once again tell you that in this session we will be covering the important current affairs for the 12th to 13th of January 2023, and we are also having a very important topic, that is the Swachh Sarvekshan Awards. So my dear friends, I hope that I am audible and visible to all of you, and I have got the responses from the people here. So let me tell you that the topics that we will be covering in the today's sessions are the topics which are relevant for both phase 1 and phase 2, that is the Swachh Sarvekshan Award and the Startup Shala program. And then we will be covering the important current affairs for only phase 1, that is Henley Passport Index 2024, Atal Setu National Youth Day, and the Indian of the Year Award. So welcome to you into the session, Molly, Sakshi, and all the people who have joined the today's session. So let us start the session with the very first topic which are relevant for only phase 1 and phase 2, and that is the Swachh Sarvekshan Awards 2023. So you can see here that Swachh Sarvekshan Awards 2023 have been conferred, and the headline says that the Surat has joined Indore in the league of the cleanest cities. Let me tell you, my dear friends, that I will be discussing these Swachh Sarvekshan Awards in a detailed manner. But before that, let me tell you that the Swachh Sarvekshan Awards are being organized by the Union Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. When I talk about the Swachh Sarvekshan Awards, these are those awards which are basically the key objective of coming up with these particular Swachh Sarvekshan survey. It is basically to scale up the citizen participation and to create awareness among all the sections of the society in order to enhance the cleanliness in India and to make the cities better places to reside in. When I talk about this particular survey, this survey is being conducted under the ambit of Swachh Bharat Mission Urban. And guys, when I talk about the theme for this year's survey it was waste to wealth. Let me tell you guys that this particular survey had a very modest beginning in 2016 when only 73 cities were evaluated in the Swachh Sarvekshan survey. But when I talk about the year 2024, the number of cities has been increased to 4477 cities, and this year guys 4477 cities has been evaluated, and that is why we are having 24 national, 20 zonal and 54 state level awards which have been announced under the Swachh Sarvekshan Awards. Now there is another important thing that we are really required to cover, and that thing is basically that the theme for year 2024 is going to be reduce, reuse and recycle, that we are really listening for so many years that we must follow the principle of reduce, reuse and recycle, and that will be the theme for year 2024. जब हम बात करते हैं स्वच्छ भारत मिशन एंथम की फॉर ईयर 2024, दैट एंथम विल बी नया संकल्प है, नया प्रकल्प है. So this is basically the anthem, and now we have discussed some important details about the Swachh Sarvekshan. Now guys, let me tell you about the most important awards and the award winners under the Swachh Sarvekshan Awards. So when I talk about the most important awards, you can see here that under the different categories these awards are being given. For example, for the population, the cities with the population of more than 1 lakh, for the cities with the population of less than 1 lakh, and then we have cleanest cantonment boards and some other important award winners. So when I talk about overall, the city which was on the top in India, it was basically Indore of the Madhya Pradesh and Surat, which is in Gujarat. And also in the cities, among the cities with the population of more than 1 lakh, these two are the cities which were on the top, followed by Navi Mumbai of Maharashtra on the 3rd position. When I talk about the city which was the All India Clean City rank 1 under the population 1 lakh, that was Shashwat of the Maharashtra, followed by Patan of Chhattisgarh and Lonavala of the Maharashtra. When I talk about the cleanest cantonment board, guys, so you can see here that Mo Cantonment Board of the Madhya Pradesh was on the top. When I talk about the best Safai Mitra, that means basically the particular city where all these sanitation workers are really that much protective. So they are safe. So basically the best Safai Mitra Surakshit Shahar, and in this part Chandigarh was on the top. When we talk about the cleanest Ganga town, in the terms of cleanest Ganga town, basically Varanasi was on the top, followed by Prayagraj. So these are the most important awards that you must remember from the exam point of view, on which you can really see and expect questions in the exam. Now, when I talk about the best performing states in the Swachh Sarvekhan survey, the best performing states were Maharashtra was on the top, followed by Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh on the third position. Apart from that, when I talk about the different kind of criterias across which all these cities and states were being evaluated, and only after that these rankings were being possible. So these kind of criterias are the handling of the legacy dump sites, प्लास्टिक वेस्ट का इफेक्टिव मैनेजमेंट हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है, दैट वाज आल्सो बीन इंक्लूडेड इन दिस पार्ट. Then implementation of reduce, reuse, recycle principle and the well-being of the Safai Mitras, in which Chandigarh was on the top. I hope this is clear to all of you. So now guys, let me ask you a very another important question. It is not that much important from the exam point of view, but as I told you that in 2016 the Swachh Sarvekhan survey was being launched. Can you guys tell me in the chat box that which was the all India cleanest city in that particular year? You can just go through and you can find out that, and you can also comment that in the comment section after this particular session. Now when I talk about the different components collectively which were really responsible for providing the marks to all these cities and the states, so basically these were the service level obligations, the certification and the citizen voice. I really believe कि ये इतना ज़्यादा clear नहीं है, but let me tell you that it is service level progress, that is the component 1. The component 2 is the certification, component 3 is the citizen voice, and collectively it basically represents the total 100% of the marks which were being attained by those cities and states in their respective categories. I hope this particular part is really very much clear, and now you get all the important information that is really important to be covered from the exam point of view from Swachh Sarvekhan Awards 2023. I hope this is clear guys. Let's move on to the next important topic of the today's session, that is the Startup India Innovation Week. So DPIIT, that means the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, has recently announced that it will be celebrating the Startup India Innovation Week. What will be the duration of that week? The duration of that week is going to be 10th to 18th of January 2024. And on the occasion, let me tell you that they have also announced the Startup Shala. Startup Shala क्या है? ये एक flagship accelerator program है under which these early stage startups which are moving towards the stage of the scale up stage, तो उनको हम क्या क्या provide करेंगे? We will be providing them access to the knowledge, we will be providing them the proper network, funds and the guidance, so that कि वो खुद को scale up कर सके. And that is the reason that we have launched the Startup Shala program, under which extensive hand holding will be provided to these startups at the scale up stage. And हर एक जो प्रोग्राम का कोहॉर्ट होगा ये एक पर्टिकुलर सेक्टर पे फोकस करने वाला है, and which one will be the first sector. We have seen in the exams that this first thing is being asked in the exam, and that is why we are really required to cover that part, that the first one will be the clean tech sector under the Startup Shala program. So these are the important details that we are really required to remember from the exam point of view. Now I want all of you to answer me in the chat box that what is that particular date on which we celebrate the National Startup Day. Let me tell you that the Startup India Innovation Week we are celebrating to celebrate the basically the field of entrepreneurship in India. Okay. So now when I talk about the National Startup Day, you have to tell me that what exactly is the date on which we celebrate the National Startup Day. Let me tell you another important thing, that Startup India initiative was being launched by the Government of India on 16th of January 2016. Why it was being launched? Guys, it was being launched in order to boost the startup culture, to boost the startup ecosystem in our country. That is the reason that the Startup India initiative was being launched in India on 16th of January 2016. So that was all from that particular topic. Now let us move on to those topics which are relevant for only phase 1 of the exam. And the first topic that we are going to cover is द हेनले पासपोर्ट इंडेक्स। द हेनले पासपोर्ट इंडेक्स रैंक करता है वर्ल्ड के सबसे ज्यादा ट्रेवल फ्रेंडली पासपोर्ट्स को, एंड इट इज बीइंग क्यूरेटेड बाय the Henley and partners. When I talk about the India's rank, which is the most important one in this particular indexes, so what was India's rank? Last year India's rank was 84, and this year the India's rank has improved to 80th position. Now other thing that you are required to remember is which are the top 10 most powerful passports. So you can see here on the top there are basically 6 countries, that is France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Singapore, and Spain. Let me tell you guys, in the question, in the exam, it can be very easily asked in the question that which one of the following countries are not the among the world's 10 or on the top on the हेनले पासपोर्ट इंडेक्स। तो हेनले पासपोर्ट इंडेक्स में कौन सी कंट्री टॉप पर नहीं थी या फिर कौन कौन सी कंट्रीज थी, तो इसलिए हमें बेसिकली याद रखना होगा इन सभी की सभी 6 कंट्रीज का नाम, बिकॉज इट इज रियली वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू बी कवर्ड। नाउ व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द लीस्ट पावरफुल पासपोर्ट्स, सो दीज आर बेसिकली अफगानिस्तान, सीरिया एंड इराक व्हिच हैव टेकन द लास्ट 3 स्पॉट्स इन दिस इंडेक्स respectively. I hope this point is clear to all of you. हेनले पासपोर्ट इंडेक्स में किसने इसको लॉन्च किया है, इंडिया की क्या रैंकिंग है, वर्ल्ड के 10 मोस्ट पावरफुल पासपोर्ट्स कौन से हैं, टॉप पर कौन कौन सी कंट्रीज हैं, ये याद करना काफी जरूरी है आप सभी के लिए। बढ़ते हैं अपने अगले न्यूज पे, दैट इज बेसिकली अटल सेतु। सो अटल सेतु को रिसेंटली इनॉग्रेट किया था प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने, एंड व्हाट इज द सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ दिस सेतु गाइस? The significance why it is required to be covered, because it is the longest bridge in India and it is also the longest sea bridge in our country, which is built at the cost of 17,840 crores. What is the location where it has been built? It has been built in Navi Mumbai, Maharashtra. The length of this particular bridge is 21.8 kilometers, in which 16.5 kilometers is over the sea and about 5.5 kilometer is over the land. I hope that part is very much clear. Only this much information is required to be covered from this particular news article from the exam point of view. Moving on to the next part. So we have the National Youth Day 2024. So National Youth Day. So guys, let me tell you that 12th of January every year is being celebrated as the National Youth Day, as it marks the birth anniversary of Swami Vivekanand ji, who was a spiritual leader, Hindu social reformer. And basically to mark the birth anniversary of Swami Vivekanand ji, we celebrate 12th of January as the National Youth Day. I hope this point is clear to all of you. Now moving on to the next important news article, and the next important news article is basically of the Indian of the Year award. So guys, we have already, all of us have witnessed the achievement which has been attained by the ISRO, the team ISRO, and what was that? Basically doing the soft landing on the moon's uncharted south polar region, and that is why basically Team ISRO has been presented with the Indian of the Year award in the outstanding achievement category. And the ISRO chairman की अगर हम बात करते हैं, S Somnath is presently the chairman of ISRO. So all these details are really very important from the exam point of view. I hope this is clear to all of you guys. So Molly is asking the question that in newspaper the cost was 21,000 crores. So basically let me tell you, Molly, that this particular figure has been directly taken from the PIB. So I hope that the PIB is the most authentic source that we can consider from the exam point of view. I hope this is clear. So now let us move on to the questions. So guys, we have till now covered all the important news articles, but what is more important? The more important thing is that whether you have retained all the important facts and figures which are really relevant to be covered from the exam point of view, and how we will ensure that? We will ensure that by solving the MCQs on the same. So that is why we have brought the practice questions for all of you on all the topics that we have covered till now, and here is the very first question for all of you on the screen, and I want all of you to give me the right answers in the chat box about this particular question. So first question is on this Atal Bihari Vajpayee Savory Nahav Sheva Atal Setu. You are required to identify the incorrect statement. So the very first statement here is, it is the longest bridge in India with a significant portion over the sea. Second statement, the bridge is a 6-lane structure. Third statement, the total cost of the bridge was less than 10,000 crore rupees. I told you, I repeated the cost as well, that what exactly it was. It is the longest sea bridge in the India. Absolutely right. Total length of the bridge is 21.8 kilometers. So what is the right answer? As we know that it was around 17,000 crore rupees. That is why statement C is absolutely the right answer. I can see Molly, Nilesh have given me the right answer. That is option C is the right answer. Well done guys. And all the people who have not given the answer, do not worry guys, because I have more questions for all of you to answer in this particular session. And here is the second question. Second question is from the Swachh Sarvekshan Awards 2023. Kindly select the correct statement which are being mentioned here. So पहली statement कहती है कि सूरत has been ranked first along with Indore in the All India Clean City with a population of more than 1 lakh. That is absolutely right as per our discussion. Maharashtra was ranked first in the category of best performing states, which was once again absolutely right. Swachh Sarvekshan Awards are a part of the Swachh Bharat Mission Rural. Guys, please make sure that you are reading all the information very carefully, because here you can see that it is not rural, it was urban. Then in the statement 4, it says that the primary goal is to facilitate industrial development in cities. But we all know that why Swachh Sarvekshan has been launched. Swachh Sarvekshan has been launched basically in order to enhance the cleanliness in the country, to make the country garbage free. Okay. Now when I talk about the fifth statement, it says the theme for year is waste to wealth for year 2023. Absolutely right. So what will be the right answer? The right answer will be option B. I can see here that Aditya, Siddhi, Molly, Nilesh, all the people have given me the right answer. That is option B. Absolutely right. Let's move on to the next question. So it is a very easy question. I want all of you to tell me what is the right answer here. Seriously, it is a mandatory question for all of you. Indian of the Year award in the outstanding achievement category, इनमें से किसको मिला था? What is the right answer? It is Team ISRO. Option B is the right answer. Well done. बढ़ते अपने अगले क्वेश्चन की तरफ. Next question is on the Henley Passport Index 2024. You have to choose the correct statement. First statement is on the countries which are on the top, that is the most powerful passports according to the index, that includes France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Singapore and Spain. That is absolutely right. Second statement, Henley Passport Index ranks countries based on their economic strength. We told you that it was basically passport friendly countries कौन सी हैं, basically ये यहाँ पर rank किया जाता है. That's why second statement is absolutely incorrect. Third statement is India has improved its position to the 80th rank in the 2024 index. Absolutely right. Henley Passport Index को curate कौन करता है? It is curated by Henley and Partners. Estonia was the ranked last in the index. Guys, I told you Afghanistan, Iraq and Syria were the bottom 3 countries. So that is why statement number 5 is also incorrect. So what is the right answer? Please quickly tell me in the chat box what is the right answer to this part. Right answer is option A. Absolutely right. I can see here once again Siddhi, Rajni, Aditya have given me the right answer to this particular question. Well done guys. So these were the questions, and the people who are not able to answer the question to these questions, do not worry. I have homework question for all of you. You can pause the session and you can see this particular part after this session. Just go to this particular question and tell me what is the right answer in the comment section. Then there is another homework question for all of you, which is on the Swachh Sarvekshan 2023, in which you are required to identify the correct statements. Now guys, let me tell you that in the previous session as well, we have so many homework questions, and what are the right answers and what are the star performers of the session, I will be revealing them as well in this session. So here you can see the question on the UNESCO. The right answer was option A to this particular part. When I talk about the question on the ramp scheme, the right answer was option B, that is statement number 1, 3 and 4 were the statements which were the correct statement with respect to these ramp schemes. I hope this is clear to all of you. So now the star performers of the previous session are Rishi, Hemant, Ronak, Aditi, Ankit, Tamiz, Priya, Riyadev. Then we have Molly, Saurish, Pavan, Yogita, Abhay. So well done my dear friends, and let me tell you that all the people who want to see their name in this particular list, what you can do, it is very easy for you to appear in this list. That is by answering the questions in the comment section. That is the homework question. And guys, if you are still new to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe it and press to the bell icon to receive all the latest updates of the courses and videos offered by us. And you can also join our Telegram channel to get the access to the PDF of these sessions, and even इस सेशन की भी पीडीएफ आपको टेलीग्राम चैनल पर मिल जाएगी, जिसका लिंक दिया है आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन के अंदर. ठीक है. सो गाइस, दैट वाज ऑल फ्रॉम द टुडेज सेशन. इफ यू आर हैविंग एनी क्वेरीज, feel free to ask your queries in the chat box. Otherwise we will be concluding this particular session. And guys, let me tell you that अगर आपको हमसे कोई conversation करनी है, if you want some mentor talk as well, what you can do, you can call us at 8146207241. You can also share your queries at hello@edutap.co.in. So I believe that you must have enjoyed the session. You can also tell me about that in the chat box, in the comment section as well. And apart from that, guys, I'm waiting for your queries in the chat box. If there are no more queries, you can just type no so that we can conclude this particular session. So I can see here that there are no queries in the chat box. So I think we are good to conclude this particular session. So guys, it was really great to have all of you in the today's session, and we will be meeting you in the next session. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy. Wish you all happy learning.